Hello everyone, I am Professor Isha Galgalikar. In this series, we are learning about construction equipments. We have seen the introduction part and the excavators. Now in this chapter, we will study about cranes. So cranes are a widely used equipment. Mostly it is a lifting equipment used to lift heavy loads on construction site. So it is the most important equipment and is used on the smallest to the largest construction sites. Basically, these are used to hoist and move loads from one location to another. Now, on construction sites, we have to lift heavy loads, which is not possible by laborers to lift. So we need a construction equipment, and crane is a basic equipment which we use to lift the loads. So mostly cranes are known by its lifting capacity and its working capacity. That is how much ton the load it can lift and for how much hour the crane works on the site. So generally cranes are classified into two major families. Let's see it. Like we have one is mobile cranes and second one we have tower cranes. Now mobile cranes are cranes which can move from one place to another as well as it can lift the load. So most common type of a mobile crane is a crawler crane. So we have seen that in crawler type of movement we have a belt assembly for going ahead, that is moving forward. So we have a belt assembly here based on which your mobile crane will move forward. It is truck mounted, so it has a cab for driving. Mostly has a telescoping or lattice boom. Boom is a long arm or structure which we will see in the images. Then can be used in all terrains, like it can be used in marshy soils also, it can be used in soft soils, it can be used in plain terrains, it can be used in mountainous terrains. Now the second type of a crane is a tower crane. Now tower crane is a crane which is used to lift heavy loads but on heights. So it has a special vertical boom arrangement. So there is a vertical boom which helps to reach to the higher heights. A horizontal arm of crane is known as jib. So in the images in the next slide we will be able to see what is a mobile crane and what is a tower crane. So let us see it. So yes, these are some pics of mobile or crawler crane. So I have told you that crawler is a belt assembly which helps to move the equipment ahead, and this is a wheeled type of a mobile crane. Crane has a special feature known as hook which is tied to the load and the load is lifted. This part is known as boom. Let's see some more images. Now this is a tower crane. So it has a vertical arm which is known as boom and a horizontal arm which is known as a jib. This is a horizontal arm. This is a vertical arm. Now this is a cabin from which the equipment is operated. You need a driver which will operate the whole crane. Here you can see a counterweight. So if I have to lift the heavy load on this side, then this counterweight helps to balance the crane. So you can lift the load on heights. Here you will have a hook by which you can lift the load. So yes, major types we have seen. We have crawler cranes and we have tower crane. Now regarding a crawler crane, let us see. It has a full revolving superstructure mounted on parallel crawler tracks. Like the crawler tracks will be on both the sides of the equipment. Yes, as a pre-requirement, machine is leveled and ground settlement is considered. So because it lifts heavy loads, you need a basement to support the equipment or the crane. So your machine should be leveled and your ground settlement should be considered while placing it on the site. After this, it can be used to lift or hoist the load. The basic components of crane are fixed length lattice boom. So we have seen that the vertical arm is known as lattice boom. It may be an inclined arm in case of a crawler crane or mobile crane. Then if we have an extended boom, then it is known as a jib. Jib is also known as the horizontal arm in case of tower crane. It has a hook to lift the load and it has a cap to drive the crane. The boom acts as a compression member. If we see a structural details, then we have tension members, we have compression members. So generally boom, there is a compression load on the boom, so it acts as a compression member. A counterweight is added to prevent tipping when hoisting a heavy load. A counterweight we have seen in the image. A crane capacity is limited to its structural strength and the tipping moment. Structural strength is the strength of the construction of the boom up to which it can lift the load. Tipping moment is the moment due to which your crane may tip if you lift a heavy load than the design load, heavier load than the design load. So here again we have seen something about the crawler cranes. Let's see about the tower crane. Again we have the image of a tower crane. It provides high lifting height and good working radius. So working radius is that this jib can revolve and you can lift the heavy loads from any side of the equipment. So it has 360-degree revolving jib. The vertical tower with a jib is most commonly used tower crane. Mostly they have fixed bases. So it will have a base and obviously it will have a foundation because this load is ultimately transferred to the ground. A tower is assembled by the use of other equipment at the beginning of the project. Yes, so assembling of these parts is done. It is not possible to generally transfer the equipment from one place to another because of its high radius and high height. So generally assembling is done on the project side, like it is in parts and then assembling is done on the project side. So we have two types of tower cranes, top slewing tower crane and bottom slewing tower crane. So top slewing tower crane will have a fixed tower, swing circle at top. It allows only jib, tower top and operator cap to rotate. Let us see the image. So in a top slewing tower crane, this portion is fixed. Only the jib plus the cabin and the counterweight is movable. So your jib will move from here, 360-degree rotation will be there. So it will move in this circular manner and lift the loads. In bottom slewing tower crane, the swing circle is under a slewing platform. Both tower and jib assembly rotate relative to the base chases. So your equipment or tower crane will move from the basement. So both tower and jib will move to 360 degrees. So this is the basic difference between a top slewing tower crane, bottom slewing tower crane. The choice depends on the purpose of the work and the site conditions. So both can be chosen depending upon your work. So these are some other types of crane, like we can have all-terrain crane. We can have floating crane, like in marine works it is not possible to have a mobile crane or tower cranes, then floating cranes are used. Then we have heavy duty cranes to lift heavier loads. These are some other types of cranes. So this is all. Thank you very much.